Ladies and gentlemen, tennis fans around the world, buckle up, because Day 2 of the 2025 Laver Cup is kicking off with a clash that promises drama, intensity, and high-level shot-making. It's Alexander Zverev, the German powerhouse, taking on Australia's lightning-quick Alex de Minaur. The Chase Center in San Francisco is buzzing with energy as Team Europe looks to extend their dominance, while Team World is desperate to keep things competitive. With the lights shining bright and fans packing the stands, this isn't just any match. It's a battle of styles, experience, and mental toughness that could set the tone for the entire day of action at the Laver Cup. Before we dive into the tactical breakdown, let's set the stage. The Laver Cup is one of the most exciting events on the tennis calendar because it brings a team format to a sport usually dominated by individual battles. On one side, Team Europe, stacked with stars like Zverev, Alcaraz, and Sinner. On the other, Team World, featuring competitors like de Minaur, Taylor Fritz, and Frances Tiafoe. The format includes singles and doubles matches, with points increasing in value as the days progress. That means Day 2 encounters like Zverev versus de Minaur carry even more weight, making every rally and every swing of the racket critical. Alexander Zverev enters this match still ranked as the world's number 3, but his season has been full of ups and downs. He reached the final of the Australian Open in January, showing his resilience and skill. But he followed that up with an inconsistent summer, highlighted by an early exit at the US Open against Felix Auger-Aliassime. That loss stung, as Zverev has been chasing his first Grand Slam title for years. Still, he remains one of the most dangerous players on tour, with a massive serve, punishing ground strokes, and the ability to dominate long rallies. Zverev thrives on fast, indoor hard courts, like the one at the Chase Center. On the other side of the net, Alex de Minaur brings a completely different skill set to the table. Nicknamed the Demon for his relentless speed and defensive ability, de Minaur thrives on chasing down balls that most players wouldn't even attempt to reach. His season, much like Zverev's, has been a roller coaster. He captured the Washington Open title in late July, proving his hard-court pedigree. But he stumbled at the US Open, letting slip a golden chance to make his first Grand Slam semifinal. His serve percentage in that match was just 47%, and at this level, that's simply not enough. Against someone like Zverev, that kind of weakness could be exposed quickly, head-to-head. This rivalry is firmly tilted in Zverev's favor. The German leads 8-2 overall, with a commanding 6-2 record on hard courts. Whenever they've met, Zverev's aggressive baseline game has consistently broken down de Minaur's defense. The Australian struggles against players who can hit through him with pace and depth, and Zverev has done that time and again. Still, Laver Cup matches often bring out the unexpected. The team environment, the shorter format, and the high stakes can push players to levels we don't always see on the ATP Tour. That means de Minaur cannot be counted out, especially with Team World depending on him. Let's talk about Zverev's strengths coming into this match. First and foremost, his serve. On an indoor hard court, his booming first serve becomes a weapon that can give him free points and set up short balls he can attack with his forehand. His backhand down the line is also one of the cleanest and most reliable shots in the game, capable of flipping defense into offense in a heartbeat. Add to that his experience in big matches and his proven success in the Laver Cup. Zverev has historically been one of Europe's strongest performers, and you can see why he's considered the favorite heading in. For de Minaur, the strategy will revolve around his speed and counter-punching ability. He needs to turn this into a physical battle, extending rallies and forcing Zverev to hit extra shots. If he can frustrate the German and get into his head, opportunities may open up. De Minaur's forehand on the run is sneaky effective, and when his first serve lands consistently, he's able to dictate play more than people give him credit for. However, the key for him will be avoiding the passive play that sometimes creeps into his game. Against a player like Zverev, defense alone will not be enough. Another factor to consider is momentum. Both players suffered disappointing exits at the US Open, and both will be eager to bounce back in San Francisco. For Zverev, this is about reasserting himself as the clear number 3 player in the world and showing that he's still right there behind Alcaraz and Sinner. For Minaur, this is about proving that he belongs on the biggest stages and can compete with the elite consistently. Motivation is sky high for both men, and in a team format like the Laver Cup, pride and peer pressure add even more fuel to the fire. Let's not forget about the coaches and the atmosphere. Team Europe will be led by legends who know Zverev well and understand how to manage his sometimes volatile emotions. On the other side, Team World will be rallying behind John McEnroe, who's never shy about pumping up his players and creating a fighting spirit. The crowd at the Chase Center is expected to be electric, with American fans showing strong support for Team World. Though Zverev's accomplishments will also earn him plenty of respect, the energy in the arena could play a subtle but important role in shaping momentum throughout the match. So what can fans expect when the first ball is struck? Likely a fast start from Zverev, trying to establish dominance early with his serve and forehand. If Minaur can weather that storm and extend the rallies, we might see momentum swings and long baseline exchanges that favor his endurance. The danger for Minaur is falling behind quickly, as chasing a deficit against Zverev is often a losing battle. Still, if he can force a close first set, the pressure may shift, and the match could tighten in surprising ways. In terms of prediction, the numbers, the surface, and the matchup history all point in one direction. Zverev simply has too many weapons and too much experience in this format. His ability to control the pace and dictate from the baseline makes him the clear favorite. That said, Minaur is scrappy and thrives as an underdog. If he serves well and disrupts Zverev's rhythm, he has a slim but realistic chance of pulling off an upset. Still, most signs suggest that this will be another win for Zverev and another crucial point for Team Europe. To wrap it all up, expect a fascinating clash of styles on Day 2 of the Laver Cup. Zverev's power and precision versus Minaur's speed and grit. Team Europe looking to tighten its grip versus Team World searching for a lifeline. Matches like this are what make the Laver Cup such a thrilling event on the tennis calendar. And while the prediction leans heavily towards Zverev, the beauty of tennis is that anything can happen when the ball is in play. One thing is certain, fans in San Francisco and around the globe are in for a treat.